Hi, it's Tim coming again from another episode of Coffee Geek TV, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing Intelligentsia. You gotta kind of say it with an Italian accent. So Intelligentsia have been around since 1995, starting out in Chicago. They're one of the first pioneer roasters to bring the third wave movement of coffee to the US. Since then they've expanded to LA, New York, Austin, and Boston. And in 2015 they were acquired by Peet's Coffee Company. Though they were bought out by a larger coffee brand, the intention was to maintain independent operations and the founders to have a major influence on the brand going forward. And now that we've established that, let's see how the coffee tastes. Now I managed to get my hands on a couple of samples of beans, one being their Ethiopian natural process and the other being their classic blend for espresso coffee. So let's get brewing. To start, I'll be brewing the Ethiopian natural process bean. Typically with this kind of bean, I will brew with a V60 with a brewing ratio of 1 to 15, so that means 1 gram to every 15 parts of water. And from there, I'll usually adjust to get the taste right to my palate. However, they do have some brewing instructions on the side where they do recommend 1 gram of beans to 18 grams of water, in addition to the water temperature. Usually I always start with 1 gram to 15 milliliters of water, but today I'll stick with their instructions and adjust accordingly. And shake. Interesting aroma. Go to 15, perfect. When it comes to water temperature, I don't usually like to go that high, it can burn the grinds. I usually like to be at least 92 degrees, which is about 197 Fahrenheit. Okay, so just wetting the paper now, clean the server a bit, add in my grinds. So I'm going to brew for about 3 minutes. I'm going to be adding in 270 mils of water, which is essentially the same ratio in grams to the 1 to 18. A very interesting aroma on the brew as well. It's more herbaceous than anything actually. It's almost got a sharpness to the nose. Now I'm just about to tick over 3 minutes here and I've hit 275 mil. It's maybe a little tiny bit over, but that's negligible. So the aromas I get more, and this is more the orange side, I definitely get that acidic zest that comes through this. Not typical of some of the Ethiopians I've tried in the past where they're more berry driven, even though that the tasting notes in this do say a lot more around raspberries and red grape. I feel this more orange and probably more on the red grape side. So using my little Groove glass here, this will help get maximum aromas as well. All right, and for taste. Interesting. Yeah, definitely more savory flavors than what I expected. I expected more fruit with this. Actually, it's a lot less driven on the fruity side, more savory, a little bit more herbaceous and less citrus and berry driven as what I thought it would be. So it has a good amount of body for an Ethiopian light roast, but I get more of that tea-like flavor and the orange zest that comes through. And purely for its uniqueness, I'll probably give it a 7 out of 10 because it's not anything I've tried from that area that tastes like this. I do personally favor anything that's more on the sweeter side when it comes to natural process. That's what I'm going for, that's what I'm looking for. But all in all, not a bad coffee. Now onto the Intelligentsia Black Cat Classico Espresso. Now this is a blend of different types of beans, Brazilian and Colombian coffee. So this is going to make it really interesting to see what the flavors are like. I currently live in northern Thailand, Chiang Mai, and many of the espresso blended roasts that I try here do have Brazilian and Colombian beans in them, also with Thai beans. So I'm excited to give this a try. Let's give it a brew. Oh yeah, good. 18 grams. Interesting taking a look at these beans right now. You can see that they're actually not a dark roast. It's more of like a light medium roast. For an espresso, I find this extremely interesting because it's not often that you do see espresso roasts, not dark roasts, where they're actually the beans are sweating. See? Now you just hear it grind. Give it a tamp. Squish. That's what it looks like. So we'll just put it up in the group head. Lock it in. Okay, I went a little bit over, but it's up to 50 grams, but 45, this should be still fine. Just take that out real softly and check out that. Come up with a really nice crema. excellent. And the aromas? Nice. Nothing strong, very subtle. But anyway, let's see how it tastes. Oh, that's delicious. That's really, really nice. It's like a burst of citrus, but it's not overwhelming. Oh yeah, that's really good. If you're an espresso coffee drinker, this is excellent. Yeah, definitely a very good morning coffee, or just need something to give you a good kick without it really giving you that bitterness, that dark roast give. This is actually really enjoyable. It is sour, does have that sense of sourness about it, and that's natural with a lighter roast. But I like that balance of having more on the sour side in terms of the bitter side when it comes to really dark espressos. Definitely give that about an 8.5 out of 10 for an espresso roast. Excellent. And lastly, we're on to their cold brew, ready-made, in a can. Nothing better than convenient cold brew, just like this. Quick shout out to Intelligentsia for their glasses. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, not bad color, look at that. Very nice. Very much a darker type of feel with this, and to be expected with a cold brew. It's very much like plums, chocolate. It's almost got like a bit of a yeasty, bready sort of aroma to it as well. Almost like Guinness as well, like yeast. That's what I'm thinking of, it's like yeast. But not bad, not a bad cold brew for when you're on the go. So to summarize today, starting with least, I would say that this one here is my least favorite, 7 out of 10. Next I would go with that cold brew, that would give that 7.5, but the standout for me was this espresso blend from Colombia and Brazil. That was an 8.5. Absolutely fantastic, great mouthfeel, aromas, citrusy notes on the palate. Yeah, this is the one I like. So if you're gonna try any of the Intelligentsia range today, check out the link in the description below. Click that, buy through there, you'll be supporting the channel. And thanks for tuning in today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.